What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 127 podcast, the only podcast. Fuck, I didn't think that through.
That collects movies? That's not entirely true.
No, that's not true at all. That's not even the slightest true.
Hey, I got it. All right. Here we go. Roll back.
On the top? All right. On
What's
three,
up,
two,
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 127 podcast, the only podcast that's still in the closet. Wait, damn it. That doesn't work. That's out of the closet.
No, that does work.
We're out of the closet, but we're going back in for this episode. That's something like that. Hold on. Let me try it again.
That's what Guillermo del Toro said, though. He said, I'm back in the closet. Because he was the first one to do the Criterion.
Well, we've never been in the closet, right? For the podcast. So
and we're all open with our sexuality right now, right?
This is the first time we're going back into the closet.
The closet's glass, so you can see. I don't know.
You can. Wow.
I told you it was gonna be rough.
My name is Jeff.
I am Brandie.
And I'm Cantonius.
Tonius.
Wow.
Are we going with that?
No.
He came out today.
And today, in case you didn't read the title of this video, we're in the Criterion Closet. Okay, we were talking about the Criterion Closet. Now, hold on. Criterion. Do you guys know what Criterion is? When you so how do I do this intro? Hold on, because I feel like there's context. Hold on a second.
Do you want the context for how we got to the conversation, or do you want context for what a Criterion is? Because honestly, I mean, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now. I just learned, and like we were talking about it, like a week ago, about it's a restoration company. I didn't even know they were that old, from like 84. So
I have their mission statement up on the website. They have mission statement up on the website.
Actually, fun fact, and you could put this in the edit. Fun fact, Kenneth. Fun fact for the day. Kenny's fun fact for the day. Criterion Collection, their original name used to be Janus Films. Fun fact for the day.
Okay, there you go. That's why.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That's why you always see Janus Films.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen that.
I guess first things first. Ken is our special guest for today. Some of you oldies who've been listening to us for a while might remember Ken. Ken will be joining us because Ken likes movies. Movies that Criterion puts out specifically to vary our lists. Dominic is away.
I know, our resident cinephile.
Yes, so we have Ken placing in. I'm going to read the mission statement for Criterion really quick. We'll go over that, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. So the mission statement here on the Criterion.com says, since 1984, the Criterion Collection has been dedicated to publishing important classic and contemporary films from around the world in editions that offer the highest technical quality and award-winning original supplements. No matter the medium, from Laserdisc to DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, Ultra HD to streaming, Criterion has maintained its pioneering commitment to presenting each film as its maker would want it seen, in state-of-the-art restorations with special features designed to encourage repeated watching and deepen the viewer's appreciation of the art of film.
Okay, I have a question about that. Do they consult the director for the release, or
yes, for some of them?
Okay,
for some of them they do. Actually, in fact, they have some like director-approved versions of certain movies. Yeah.
Oh, like you were telling me about RoboCop, Jeff.
Yeah, the X-rated version of RoboCop.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
It's really cool, actually. I really appreciate that. I think that is such another level of care. Beyond, I mean, because some directors won't even get final cut on their movie, so like,
so basically, what Criterion is they just take the best prints of these films and then they put them out for people to watch them. So I feel like a lot of movies that aren't regularly able to be seen, find on DVD or whatever, Criterion will put them out. Now, there's a lot of DVD maker or physical media companies that do this, but I think Criterion is one of those ones that is the most well known out of all of them. So they have a series on their YouTube channel, on their website, where They invite actors, writers, directors, people like that to go into what's called the Criterion Closet, and they go in and they pick a number of films and then they talk about them. They're like, hey, I really enjoy this film. This is definitely worth it. Here's how I felt about it, or like, this is what it was about, or this is what it did for cinema, kind of thing. You know, it varies from person to person, but we were talking about it and kind of thinking like, well, what would our picks be? And we thought that was the perfect premise for an episode. So we're doing this episode just as a kind of like, hey, we're going to do something. We have a lot of ideas, I want to say. We have some planned in the works. We're going to talk about Lee Cronin's The Mummy and the Darkverse. We're going to talk about the recent horror movies that have come out. Like
you didn't use the title. I'm fucking pissed.
What?
The title I gave you in the
Which
group
title?
chat. The super. What the fuck was it? It was the scary screening Summer Smackdown,
which is Hokum, Obsession, Passenger, and Backrooms. So we're going to talk about those 4 movies because those 4 movies together in succession have gotten a lot of hype. We're going to find out why and if it's worth the hype. And then fourth, we're going to talk about.
Did you say Succession?
Glup Shitto. We're going to talk about our favorite Glup Shittos with Dominic when Dominic comes back.
I can't wait for that shit.
So
wait.
You need to stay tuned.
Can I also wait? Can I also join on that episode for the Glup Shittos? I would really love to do the Glup Shitto episode.
We'll see.
I want to fuck that blue elephant.
Okay.
The way he plays keys, man. The way he plays.
You
keys
leave.
Makes my pussy
God,
crawl.
what the fuck was his name again? No, Snide Snoodles is the one who sings.
Oh, Max Repo, something like that.
Max Rebo. Yeah,
Rebo.
That's right. His name. Anyways, all this to say that we've got a lot cooked up. You don't want to miss it. So like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified. And stay tuned because we're being posted on a lot of other audio mediums. We'll get to that later. We've been talking enough. Let's get into these movies. So let's get into the closet. Yeah. Brandie, tell us what we're doing in the closet.
Okay, so am I the resident closet expert for some reason?
No, you're the one who talks about how we format the episodes. So
oh shit. Okay, so
we always pick a person for a purpose. No, exercise your purpose. Go ahead. What's in the closet?
Chop.
What I wanted to start with first. Fuck you. What I wanted to start with first was like our relationship with Criterion, because as we were talking about it pre-show.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I wanted to start with was like exactly like how many movies that we've collected, and I guess like our experience with not the format, because it's not really a format, but I guess the collection that they've built over time and like what movies have drawn you to what you've grabbed. After that, I think we should go into like our Criterion Collection. I'll get to why mine's in air quotes in a second. But specifically, I think we should start with like least, like one that we still watch, and then like the one that's like the best, the cream of the crop of our collection. And then after that, we'll do a wish list, because like I was going through the whole collection, which by the way, why the fuck isn't there a Wikipedia entry for Criterion Collection films? I was going up and down like every fucking website I could find other than the Criterion Collection, because their website frankly sucks ass. And I'm not looking at like 2,000 films on this stupid ass list. Why isn't there a Wikipedia entry? I'm gonna fucking make that. But either way, we're gonna go into the wish list, the movies that didn't make the Criterion Collection yet, and that we would like to see on there. So I think that'll be the format for the film. So starting with, the relationships with Criterion movies. And I'm going to start because I feel like I'm the lame duck in the room. I don't own any Criterion films. I will tell you exactly why. Because I was looking at Wikipedia and I'm like, I remember when this shit started to like kind of come up on my radar. And I was like, I think I was like a tween. And sure as shit, like the Blu-ray movies was like 2008 to now. And at that point, like my parents were so staunch VHS and DVD that when the Criterion movies were coming out, I thought that they were all only Blu-ray movies. And the only movies that I ever saw released for the Criterion Collection were largely like art house films. And so like for me, I like art house, but I've never seen, there's one movie, but I forget the name of the title. I haven't seen an art house movie that like compelled me enough to like want to go buy it.
Wait. I can give you the title. What is it about? Tell me. What is it about?
All I know is that the last scene is this black kid looking at a sunset, and like there's a stop sign next to him. And I remember that scene being like extremely profound for like the rest of the film. And I think Dale recommended it to me, but I don't remember what it was called because it
That
was
sounds really
really good.
familiar.
Yeah, because like I can see that scene like to this day in my head. I would love to watch that movie again.
If you guys know, just based
If you
on
guys
that,
know.
comment down below.
But so yeah, all that to say, my long-winded explanation. I've never owned a Criterion movie. I didn't know that they had a bunch of special features, and I also didn't know that they included more like normie films, which is
Oh
like
yeah, definitely.
the largest comprise of my list. But having like started to look at them, especially I think now, I definitely like want to start building a collection because a lot of what they have to offer, and especially the special features, that's the part that like really gets me going. So yeah, that's like my experience with Criterion so far. I'm passing it to Ken. I'm curious what he's gonna say.
No.
Are you
I'm gonna
looking
go
for the movie? Okay.
Well, yes, I'm looking for the movie, but also I think that it would be better if I went last because I feel like you both have more similar tastes than I do. So I feel
Okay.
like that'd be a good contrast and would help in editing.
I was originally drawn to the Criterion Collection DVDs because I remember specifically looking for Akira Kurosawa films because I wanted to watch more of those, and Criterion had those. I just started every 50% off sale that they had at Barnes & Noble. I would go, I'd pick 2 movies, and I'd buy them.
What was your first one? Was it Akira Kurosawa?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say for right now.
Okay.
Man, my not even relationship, but attachment to Criterion was when I was in high school because I really wanted to be something else that wasn't like, other students and other, kids my age. So I was very cautious to like go into like the Criterion Collection because in high school I feel like there's not like a lot that you understand about the world even if you have experienced a lot. So me going into that space was me trying to understand the world I was living in through other people's experiences. And one of the like first movies I feel like I really connected with on the Criterion Collection would definitely be like, and this isn't even in my top 5, but is like Come and See. I do have this soft spot for like war movies. I think that war and people who are willing to go to war exemplify a very interesting and like specific psychology in terms of like humanity and willing to do like what is needing to be done. And I feel like Come and See is being on the receiving end of that, where it follows a child going through war. I think it's been a while since I've seen it, but it's like I think it's specifically like World War II, and his village. He's a Russian. His village gets overran by Nazis, and they all execute everyone in the village. It's a very horrifying movie, but a very humanistic movie in the sense that it shows everything that humans will do. I think I really like clinged onto that as a younger dude because I was so into like war movies and stuff, and not in the sense of like I'm into like violence and all that, but I'm into understanding the psychology of everything that's going on, like the victims of it, the people who are perpetrating it. I feel like war kind of pushes people to its ends, and that movie is what that is about. And that was like one of the biggest movies I had seen at the time and really put like a light on my head in high school where like, oh, life isn't just like whatever you experience. There's a lot of things that have come before you and a lot of things that will come after you, and all those things matter. I mean, that was my connection. That's what I felt when I was watching it at such a young age. It was something so horrifying and so honest to me. And the fact that the director of that film never made a film after that, and it's, well, whatever, it's on Criterion. But like, I mean, it's a good movie. It's a crazy movie, and I definitely recommend it.
Are we Are we going into the next segment? I can't remember.
Sorry, I gave a whole TED talk. My God. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Don't even worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you the best that I have.
No, you're good. That's all we can ask for.
Yeah, it's great. It's fine.
I know, but it's long-witted. It's not funny. I'm sorry.
It's gonna come organically.
The people who are clicking on this are all. They're gonna go. Ooh, Criterion. They're all gonna. It's fine. They're all gonna eat it up.
We're good.
That's what they're here for.
I hope they eat me up. All right.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Like a light switch, baby.
Yeah.
All right, now go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, Brandie, what's next?
Sorry, this fucking movie's like stuck in my head. I'm trying to find it now.
What movie? The one you were talking about. The comments. What the fuck?
I couldn't find it.
Sorry, that's right. I need to wait.
All I found was House Party, but I don't know if that's correct.
That's definitely not.
I don't think it's correct because that was
Project
the
X.
Funny enough, that's the first movie on my Criterion list. No. So
Dale's like, hey, Brandie, I know you'll love Hoop Dreams.
God damn it.
But Hoop Dreams is a good movie, and it is on Criterion. Go watch that shit. It's a good documentary.
I need to fucking ask Dale what he recommended. He probably doesn't remember. But
I am very curious.
So wait, how are we gonna do this though? Are we gonna go all around like we did for
let's do 5
Disney animal films?
Yes.
Okay,
like the
5?
we're gonna go most fuckable Disney animal style, okay?
What the fuck?
Did you not see that episode, Ken? You gotta go back and watch that one.
So I'll kick us off because I think the first movie that I'm going to put on the list was the last one to get added, but by no means like these 5 films are all movies I'd happily watch in rotation, and this is one I haven't seen in a long ass time. Originally I was going to put a Bruce Lee film because I'm curious if Bruce Lee made it into the Criterion Collection. Again, that list is shit, I couldn't tell, but he is. But when I was looking, I'm like, wait a minute, there was a Jackie Chan movie that slipped through, and I'm like, do they have Police Story? And they do.
They do.
Fucking Christ, I'm so happy because that is one movie that if I saw that on the shelf, I'm buying it like frame one. I watched so many interviews about that movie. I love all of the stunts in that film. And to think that there's I don't really know what more there is in the special features to give, but the fact that I have seen, I think, what is it, 4 or 5 of them, right? I've seen the whole series. I know I've watched them all. But 1 and 2 are just in my head. I can see so many scenes from those films. And I love a lot of early Jackie Chan work. So for me, that would be my first pick. If I could just walk into the closet, I'm instantly grabbing Police Story because that is a banger that I haven't seen in a long time. Have any of you guys seen it? Please tell me.
Yes. Oh, yes. I love Police Story. It's so fucking good. Oh my god. The fact that Jackie does all his own stunts. I mean, I love my favorite part in the whole film is I think it's towards the beginning. It has been a while since I've seen it, but it's he's tumbling through all those the whole shanty town in China. Mm-hmm. So good. It's so fucking good. And then I know he has another stunt. I don't know if it's in the first one or the second one, where he's sliding down a building, and then he stops at the end, and he's barely saves himself, and that was in real life or whatever. Uh-huh. I don't know. Or there's some escalator thing too. I don't know. Yeah. I just remember I only watched it once. It was years ago, but I do remember absolutely loving it and then being astonished by all the choreography of all of the action, because there's a difference between Police Story action and then John Wick action, you know what I'm saying? Or it's everything here has to be legal and has to sit in a certain box and has to be this and that. Over here, they were just trying shit, and then it worked out. You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously, because at the end of Police Story, and that is still one of my favorite interviews I've seen with Jackie, was the scene where he throws the briefcase, the bad guy throws the briefcase over, and he has to do that fireman spin down. Mm-hmm. I think he went down what did they say? I think it was 33 or 44, 40 some odd feet.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but the best part is Yeah. And the best part of that interview is if you pay a lot of attention, you'll see me scream because that was the one take they did with it, and he's like, I was scared, and he's just screaming his ass off, and he does the jump.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, since we're talking about it, I'm just gonna go into my number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Police Story.
It's in no particular order, but this movie's so kick-ass. That scene, they had all the cameras running. They had 45 cameras all going all at once. And they're like, this is the only take we can do of it. We'll just go. And then, he gets up and then he yells and then he goes. Such a fucking amazing scene. And then also how the shanty town, how they're doing the car chase and he's running through and everything's collapsing all at once. And then the chase continues and he gets on the side of the bus and he's fighting some guy as he's hanging off of the bus.
Yes, I know.
It was the first movie that Jackie Chan directed. And all of those fucking stunts
he directed it too.
were insane. I remember the first, because I just picked it up on a whim. I'm like, Jackie Chan, all right, I like Jackie Chan. Let's pick this up. It came with Police Story 1 and 2, and even came with the little poster. You know, like how they take the promotional picture of him on the motorcycle. That's it comes with the poster of that. I remember when I first saw this, I wanted to show everybody. Everybody that came over, they're like, have you seen this? We're going to sit down and watch it. And they're like, Jeff, why are we watching this? I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're watching this. This is so good. This is an action film. They don't make them like this anymore. It was amazing. An amazing movie. And honestly, one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. So
of all time? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
I just want to say, I do not like action movies. I fucking hate them with a passion, to be honest with you. Police Story?
That's the exception.
Because it does action differently.
Not even that. I do like John Wick, but John Wick does it well. Police Story?
And excellent. I think because I was in the same boat where I hated action movies because it's all just fast cuts and shit. It's like none of these people know how to fight. It's all bullshit. And I remember taking a film class and we were doing watch the scene from Bourne Identity. And it's like, dude, It's so fast cut. You don't even know when the fuck this guy gets a knife. It's like, this is bullshit. And I remember everyone was like, praising it. And I was like, no, fuck that. Police Story. Wherever they do those long takes where it's choreographed and it's well thought out and it looks real. John Wick, I really enjoy how they handle it. And because Keanu Reeves learned how to do all that shit.
Yeah.
Just for an example. So
I think what makes an action film, and I mean any film, is the willingness to risk everything. And I feel like in an action movie, as opposed to an art movie or whatever, it's doing everything for real and doing everything on one take. It's like, we're gonna do it. I don't care how dangerous it is. We're just gonna do it, And I feel like it's been taken away recently. Obviously everyone should be safe. Everyone should be happy or whatever. But I think if you're willing to give yourself to the art, and you're willing to put action movies, on an art level, like Jackie Chan or the Wachowskis. I even love the action in The Matrix. I feel like it fits. It's not cheesy. It's okay, it makes sense for what the film is, and it's still sort of an action film.
I want to cap that and say, I think that's why the Mission Impossible Tom Cruise movies are doing so well. And then I want to swing back around to cheesy, because what the fuck did Brandie just put up? Jackie Chan's First Strike DVD movie film promo, Papa John's Pizza Rare Collectible.
Where?
This is Police Story 4. This was my introduction to Police Story.
In the stream.
Believe it or not.
Was this a Papa John's movie?
Yeah, it came with a pizza. And I remember having this on my parents' DVD stand. I was like, what the fuck is this? This was the first time I watched Police Story.
This is amazing.
Police Story 4. And we have this exact
thing. Fucking shit.
Now, my dad used to buy movies out of the trunk of the pizza man's car, but this movie came with the pizza.
With yeah,
That's what the
crazy.
fuck. That's so cool.
I know my parents still have that fucking DVD, but that was like you guys were talking about it. And I'm like, what was the first one I saw?
Wait,
And it
is
was
Jackie
First
Chan's first strike in Criterion? Can we see? Can we look that up?
That would
No,
be
it's
I
just Police
doubt
Story
it.
1 and 2.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're right.
Okay.
But,
I was gonna say I doubt it, but that'd be really funny if they just
The Papa John's special.
That's
Papa
you know
John's.
that era of the
Yes.
90s was a different time. They did marketing so weird back then.
Well, no. So I kind of really love the marketing of the 90s and the 2000s because everything was either like, we're going to give you a free movie or we're going to make a video game of everything. And the video game was always fun.
We're going to put a giant bobblehead on the top of your drink with a straw coming out of its mouth or something.
I remember playing that like Burger King, that free Xbox 360 Burger King video game that you would get,
yeah.
And then you could like race around.
Dude,
the Burger King.
Yeah, McDonald's gave out VHSs with like the cartoons and shit, or like Legos with the characters printed on them.
Yes,
like
the Legos. Yeah,
shit.
Yes,
I still have those Legos.
That's cool from like the recesses of my mind. I forgot that they did Legos. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow,
you gotta give us your.
Ken, what's your number 5?
This podcast is too good. All right. So, just to the preface, my number 5 and 4 are both ties. It is because they all, I feel, deal with like the same things. But my number 5 is Solaris / The Mirror, both by Andrei Tarkovsky, who is a Russian filmmaker back in the CCP. Solaris, in particular, was a response to 2001: A Space Odyssey. They both have like a very similar plot in terms of like the scientists are going out into space and they're discovering an unknown, right? And in 2001, it was something more expansive. It was, this giant solid block, which in the movie represents like an alien artifact. And every time you interact with it, your civilization would advance. In Solaris, the artifact of interest is a planet. It's a whole plane of existence. It's these scientists come upon this planet, Solaris, and they notice that the surface of the planet is made out of like membrane. It like moves around and it's very weird, right? And what you come to find is that when they're in the orbit of Solaris, that Solaris takes the minds of the scientists and puts out their most biggest regrets and desires onto the ship that they're on, and they have to deal with these illusions, not knowing if they are illusions or not. And it's a very interesting film, and it goes into like human regret, which I feel like is much more deep than 2001, where it's like facing an AI entity, and like I understand the like being in contact with an alien object and then it advancing your culture or civilization or species or whatever. But what's more interesting to me about Solaris is that it's more introspective. You come across this new thing that doesn't advance your civilization or your mind, but rather it plays on the recesses of your mind and your innermost regrets or deepest desires. I feel like that is a much bigger thing to deal with for people than evolution. I feel like people can naturally evolve. I feel like people can evolve but not confront their past. And in that same vein, that's why I like The Mirror. And this is much more short. It's by Andrei Tarkovsky. It's not like science fiction. It's a very beautiful and very hard to understand movie because it's just nothing but his life in a river of consciousness. It's like if I had if I had to describe it, I feel like it's like, that one moment before you die that everyone says, where you like live through your entire life. I feel like that's what that movie would be, because it's just a blend of his entire life, and it's very beautiful, and I can't understand it at times, but I feel like it's like I'm not meant to understand it because it's not for me, it's for himself. So that's why that's my 5. So I will leave the long-winded explanation. I'll pass after that.
So you couldn't decide between 5, so those are both your 5 pick, or one was 5 and one was 4?
No, they're both my 5. It's
Okay.
a tie. So
Okay.
for my 5, and I love them both because they're both different sides of the same coin.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry, this will probably be a longer recording. I apologize.
No,
That's
you're
okay.
good. I love what my follow-up is going to be.
Oh boy.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No, Fantastic Mr. Fox is great. I fucking love that movie, actually. That's
Never seen it.
No. What?
Yep, never seen it.
Jeff, actually, I do think you would really like that movie a lot. I think you should watch it. No.
It's so good.
No, it's really fantastic. It's
the protagonist is so autistic.
without the pun. It's actually it's fantastic.
Say that again.
I think
it's fantastic.
I haven't consumed a lot of Wes Anderson's work. I've definitely seen all of his animated work, which was This and Isle of Dogs. But this movie, I remember grabbing the DVD on a whim and not realizing that there's a Criterion release for it. Like, I'm like, I have to have that because like I ate up all of the special features and a lot of like the set work and stuff that they did for the stop motion animation. And all of the work that went into like a lot of the voice work and things of that nature too, and telling this story. And at the end of the day, like this is actually one of my top 5 films of all time. I just think it is one of the best animated movies and one of the best stories that have been told. Not of all time, but have been told in an animated medium. Let me put it that way. And I love just eating up this movie. It never gets old. I could watch it backwards and backwards. I mean, hundreds of times, forwards and backwards. And to know that there's a Criterion Collection, like we were looking at it, the list, I think in preparation for this video, on Sunday or something, Jeff? And when I was clicking through, I'm like, we were talking about Wes Anderson films, which all of his films are in the Criterion Collection. I don't know how he did that, but I don't think all of them should be in there. Either way. But this one, I'm glad that it's there. I did not expect it to be in their prestigious collection. So know that it's there. That's pretty sick for me. So yeah, I wish I owned it. I wish I had known that it was in the collection sooner, because this would definitely have been my first movie I would have bought from the Criterion Collection. Like no holds barred. But that is only number 4.
Interesting. Well,
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
Wes Anderson's kind of like, I gotta be in the mood for that.
Wait, can I ask what other Wes Anderson movies have you watched?
Me?
Yes.
I've seen
University of Texas?
Grand Budapest Hotel. I watched. I really enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Moonrise Kingdom, which was about the Boy Scouts, right?
Right.
Which is alright.
It's alright.
Life Aquatic. It's alright.
That's good. It's alright, yeah.
Did you see French Dispatch? I liked it.
No. I saw Isle of Dogs. I didn't care for that at all.
Have you seen the Royal Tenenbaums?
No.
I think you should watch that.
There was another one I saw that I was like, eh.
About Asteroid City?
I think you should watch the Royal Tenenbaums. I think you should watch Fantastic Mr. Fox. I genuinely believe that those 2 movies are probably Wes Anderson's best movies. I feel like the Royal Tenenbaums is him at his most vulnerable, and Fantastic Mr. Fox is him at his most creative.
Oh, like Tim Burton
I might take
with
some
Big
heat
Fish
from that,
and Ed Wood.
Shut up.
Got it.
Shut up. What's your fucking number 4, Jeff?
I'm going in no particular order, so I'm just going to take the next one off the stack.
Okay.
I don't have a Criterion DVD for this, but
what? But there is a Criterion release.
Yeah,
there is a Criterion release for Shape of Water, which is.
Oh my god!
I mean, I remember seeing this movie and thinking, because I don't know if they widely released it or what it was, but I had to go to the downtown theater, and I remember sitting there with Emily, and once it was over, I was like, This is the best movie of the year. Like, hands down, this is the best
I
movie
would
of
have
the
got
year.
it. I would have gotten real steel if the award show was there.
Absolutely, 100%. I
Really?
was so happy
I
Jeff,
when
don't
it
think I've ever
won
heard you talk about this movie.
the Oscar
Jeff,
for Best Picture.
Jeff, can I tell you a fun fact?
What?
This is the movie that Dale, Chris, and I all met Guillermo del Toro on.
Wow, really? For
Yes.
your Rosebud program?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck.
It was, yeah.
I have a bunch of Guillermo del Toro's films, most of them on Criterion. I got Pinocchio, Kronos, Devil's Backbone. I don't have Pan's Labyrinth on Criterion, but I do own it. I really enjoy this movie. I think it's a good love story. It's definitely one of the... I like how Guillermo del Toro will take horror concepts and make them into regular stories and like have... I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like the closest he could have come to remaking Creature of the Black Lagoon, you know.
Yes.
And I really think it's a really well done story. I haven't seen it since it came out, so it's definitely one that needs a rewatch. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it for you viewers at home. Shape of Water, one of the best movies that I've seen. So, yes, Ken.
I will say,
This class?
I don't want to be rude. I will say that also, I have not seen it since the first time I have seen it. And it like lives in my mind. And I totally agree with you. That's like, it's his like Creature of the Black Lagoon. It's so good.
I would also say it's one of his best movies. I think
absolutely.
behind Frankenstein.
Oh,
I haven't
only
seen that.
Frankenstein. Really? Yeah,
I will
so is
say
mine.
it's
Morning.
been a long time since I've seen Kronos and the Devil's Backbone and Pinocchio pretty recently. It's been a long time since I've seen Pan's Labyrinth. I think I was in middle school last time I watched that. So I definitely need to rewatch that. Rewatch Shape of Water and Frankenstein, and I think I'll be able to tell you which one's is best. But this one, I would say right behind Frankenstein. Or top contenders, I would say. Yeah.
I think
I saw Midnight Alley and it was okay. Hellboy, I mean, Hellboy is a classic Pacific Rim, sure, but
Jeff, I hope it Jeff, I hope it pleases you to know that Guillermo del Toro, one of the kindest people I've ever fucking met in my life. Oh my god, when I was going through that program, I mean, we met like Angelina Jolie, we met other people. A lot of people were up their ass. I will say, the two people who cared for the film students were Guillermo del Toro and Jordan Peele. They were the two people who were ever willing to talk to us. Not even Denis Villeneuve. No one. They wouldn't talk to us. Those two would. I had a full-on conversation with both of them, and it was so inspiring, and they're amazing. I want to put that out there, having been a film student, having that opportunity, that they are both amazing people, and they get every praise that they deserve. And watching The Shape of Water, and only having watched it once, and still remembering everything, and agreeing with you, with it being like his, like, he's obviously into monster movies. What are we, pretending? Like, he doesn't have a fucking house full of, like, clay monsters and shit. This was his Creature of the Black Lagoon, and it's even better.
It's funny because, like, I don't think we've seen it yet, but we have it from the library, so I guess I'm going to watch that next. Because I haven't seen it.
It's a brilliant movie. It's brilliant. And it's so humanistic. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Actually, the best part of the movie is some of the music. It brings you into the romance of what they're feeling, because it's so like light and like beautiful. You know what I'm saying, Jeff? Where it's like, it's fairy tale music. It's so good.
yeah,
it's light.
I feel like Guillermo does a great job at doing that, at being able to create how you're supposed to feel in these things, and just put you in these worlds. where anybody else would just make a horror film, and this guy just takes that and
he's good at like
does
making
really
a horror fairy tale.
yeah,
Like something that's like beautiful and like that's like kind of like creeping you out at the
yeah,
same time.
haunting, yeah,
And I love that. It's so good.
Well, the score was done by the same guy who did Frankenstein, so I already know this is going to be a banger. There you go.
yeah. That's my number 4 pick for sure.
All right,
Sorry, I
Ken, what
keep
is your
talking.
number 4? Very good.
I keep talking. But my number 4 pick is by two different directors. One is In the Mood for Love, and then the other one is My Own Private Idaho. And I love both of them for the same reason. It's about capturing a love that you cannot have, that you want so bad, but you cannot have. And In the Mood for Love, it's about this man and this woman who both live in the same apartment, and they're both married, and they find out that both of their significant others are cheating on them with, the other significant other. So what ends up happening is they start not seeing each other, but they reenact the dates that they think the people that they cheated on them were having, and slowly they fall in love with each other because they find out that they love each other more than the people that they married. But ultimately, spoilers, ultimately they do not end up together. And there's this beautiful scene that I learned is a Chinese tradition where you would go up to a tree and you whisper your most innermost wish into the tree to have it come true. And that's the end. That's the end of the movie. Is one of them whispering into the tree, and assumedly, they're wanting to be with the other person. And then in the same vein, uh, My Own Private Idaho, and the reason why I kind of love this a little bit more than the In the Mood for Love, because it's about sexuality that I can't fully understand. It's about, I mean, like, obviously I can understand, like, two people loving each other, right? But this film is more about, like, two men who are wanting to get together, but ultimately kind of won't because one of them has an image to uphold and the other is, like, a hooker. One of them's a hooker. And it's a very like deep and very heartfelt story about this guy who's and it's played by Keanu Reeves, and the main character is played by Rivers, not Rivers Cuomo. I'm sorry, that's
River
that's
Phoenix.
yeah, River Phoenix.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Rivers Cuomo. That's
That's
Weezer.
Weezer.
Yeah,
You just
River
got Weezer.
Phoenix. I just got Wizard. But it's showing River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves, and this is like both when they're starting out as actors. So this is a very like challenging role for them. And the director Gus Van Sant, he himself he's gay, and he from what I have seen from the documentaries that I've watched, and from what I have watched from the movie, he's trying to. I don't know if it's so much. I mean, obviously, it is about like sexuality, but beyond that, I think it's like unrequited love, which is what I think I'm kind of equaling both of these movies to, because Keanu Reeves' character and River Phoenix' character spend a lot of time throughout the movie, and they get very, very close to each other. Seemingly, in my opinion, the only reason why Keanu Reeves' character leaves River Phoenix's character is because he has a better opportunity. Although he always had a better opportunity because he was like the mayor's son. So whatever he was doing was just kind of on his whim versus what uh, River's character had to go through. I mean, it is a contrast. It's like someone choosing to live that life versus someone who has to or feels like they have to live that life. I don't know. I just feel them. I feel like they're both movies that are like about romance. They're just like budging, and you want it to happen. You want, come on, please, but it just doesn't. And that's kind of like what life is. And I think that's why I really love both of those movies in terms of that like slot. Yeah.
I was looking up the Idaho one. The
I
Private Idaho.
that's one of my favorite movies. I that's actually one of the Criterions I do own. I
Oh, shit.
really love that movie. It's beautifully shot. I love Gus Van Sant. He made that movie. He made Elephant, which is about Columbine, and then he also made
Uh-huh.
The Last Days, which is about Kurt Cobain. So obviously, there's I have a little bias as to why I like him. Oh wait, he also made Good Will Hunting.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that
Yes,
either.
He also did Milk.
I would recommend all his other movies other than Good Will Hunting. I do like Good Will Hunting. Don't get me wrong; it's a good movie,
But it's
but
got Matt
I
Damon in it.
well, not even that.
Just
I
that.
think I mean yes, it has Matt Damon. You hate Matt Damon, but not even that. I feel like his other movies are more heartfelt and more. I'd rather watch those, to be honest.
Oh shit.
I feel like Good Will Hunting, yes, it's a heartfelt movie, it's a feel good movie, but it's not like personal to him. I feel like it was something that he connected to and that he made to like get more like funding as opposed to something that he actually cared about like his other movies. Because they all have like so much in common,
Mm.
like about this like depressive, not well, yeah, kind of unfeeling, but distant. It's like
Uh-huh.
these distant personalities in his movies.
All right, it's my turn. I didn't know that Spike Lee had made it to the Criterion Collection. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm glad to see that he did. Do the Right Thing was on there, but I would have chose that if I didn't have this one to pick. Malcolm X. Holy shit. Fucking
Yes.
love that film. The fact that it's on Criterion is again like one of those instant snatches off the shelf because like especially with Denzel's work in that movie and the way that he kind of molded into Malcolm X, especially towards the end of the film.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. I haven't seen a lot of like interviews about what happened. I know that I think I saw like maybe a short one where Denzel was talking about getting into the role. But other than that, like there's not a lot I know about the making of that film, and I really feel like I would appreciate that a lot more. Because I've watched this movie up and down. I've read the autobiography that the movie's based off of, backwards
Mm.
and forwards. I think like at least 3 times. So yeah, that's like an easy pick for me where I'm just like I didn't know that those were Criterion Collection. Again,
Oh
surprised by
yes.
what they have to offer, but the fact that it's there, I'm like I need that. I need that like pronto.
I uh I think Malcolm X is Denzel's best work.
I
I
would
don't think
heavily agree.
I don't think anything else I've seen him do compares to that. He totally transformed himself into the role. It's like it's in the same sense like it's haunting. It's haunting how he captures Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Yeah.
and he captures him entirely. I mean, he goes from like the Zoot Suit era to
Mm-hmm.
the civil rights era, and he goes from a gangster to being a Muslim, and then being a a preacher, and then being what he was. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Denzel transforms himself in each like arc of
Like
that
era. Yeah.
story, insane. Such a good performance.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
And
And
and it's
and
really nice
what
to see like the book come to life too with that film.
what a figure. What a figure to do it on too. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really of course I'm not black, but like I think
Really?
well no,
I
I
didn't know
mean
that.
whoa,
All these
whoa. But I am
years.
Mexican, like I understand what it is to be oppressed, not to the same degree, but like I think that
I was Californian in Missouri once. I kind of know what you guys feel like.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. I'm gonna kick you again tonight.
I'm just saying if it's me, I like leaders who are more active in terms of Malcolm X's ways as
Philosophy.
opposed to as
Yeah.
opposed to MLK's ways. That's what I'll say. So that's why I like that. I like the movie a lot as well as Malcolm X himself. So I read a lot of
Yeah.
his stuff.
It was really good. I'm still very shocked that that's in the collection, but I have to get my hands on that. So that was a good ad for me to see in their what is it, restoration? This is all for a restoration, right? Or whatever.
Preservation,
It's
restoration.
great collection.
Yeah, restoration.
I mean, they restore
Cultivation.
everything they do, so
Yeah.
for the most part,
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, Jeff, top me.
I'm sure they phone it in now sometimes. They're big enough to phone it in.
Wes Anderson.
Truth. Well,
I'm gonna guess it's a Kurosawa film.
nope. You'd be wrong.
I am wrong.
You gotta
That's
go
fine.
a little north of there. Bong Joon-ho. Memories of Murder.
Okay.
I don't think Korea is north of Japan.
It is,
It
isn't
is. It definitely is.
It is.
It has to be.
China is here. Japan
me
is
look at-
here. Korea is here. And then you got all the rest of them down there.
We know the rest
All right.
of them.
Jeff,
You know, like
bring up a map.
Vietnam, Laos.
Jeff, bring up a geological.
Brandie knows how to look at a map.
I've already
Never mind.
done it. Fuck you, Jeff. I was right. Hang on.
What do you mean you're right?
I was right.
Stream it right now.
Give me a second, goddammit. I'm trying to get it.
Stupid. All right,
Okay.
we're gonna see.
All right, let's get them out.
The fuck is this?
This is
And
India.
Vietnam. South Korea.
Oh,
It's not
look at
north. See? Fuck you guys. I know my world geography. Geography? Yeah. I thought it was geometry for a second. We're good.
Somehow that doesn't look right to me.
What do you... It's literally a world map.
Can you pull up another one? Can you pull
We
up a
just
second
know.
one?
We just have you talking about Malcolm X.
Pull
I'm
up
not
the
being
second one.
discriminated.
That doesn't look right. Looking at the world.
No, hold on a
sure,
second.
I'm sure I remember this in a different way.
Yeah, there you go. Go to Google Maps.
He's right there.
Oh yeah, sure enough. Well,
It's the same fucking thing, Jeff.
wow, Japan's pretty big.
I like how that's his response. Wow, Japan's pretty big.
She's so fucking much. Talk about your stupid
Well,
ass
there's some part of
Open
Japan that's
doors.
south of South Korea.
No, there's no part.
But anyways, Memories of Murder. I liked it. I didn't like it
Memories
as
of
first.
Korea.
I watched it. I watched it with you guys actually. Yeah, I didn't really. There were parts of it I was like, meh. But then the more I thought about it, I really enjoyed this film, especially the ambiguous ending. How you read into it and you find out that it was based on an actual murder that happened, and they hadn't caught the killer by the time this movie came out.
Oh
This is one that I think deserves a rewatch for sure. Which
You
one?
did Snowpiercer? I didn't realize that.
Yes. Okja and
What do you expect me to remember?
Parasite.
Parasite?
He did Parasite too. I got
Yeah. Oh,
right
he
there.
did Mickey 17. I still haven't
Parasite.
seen that. Shit.
Mickey 17. Yeah.
Fucky 17?
We're not gonna get through this podcast.
You
We have to
got-
get the host. We got 2 more, and
We got
then
2 more.
we have the extras.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have
select
much to
it.
say about it. I just like the movie, so that's it. It's been too long since I've seen it to be able to say more stuff. But the next 2 I'll be able to say a lot of things. So
The creator of First Run on a podcast.
Oh shit!
first run's
You
never
could do
going to
it.
end up on Criterion.
I
You don't
doubt
know that.
that. There's a lot of things on Criterion. And ours
You
is
can do it.
pretty heartfelt, so
You know what else is heartfelt?
my asshole.
Okay, what's your number 3? Bozo.
Man, this is going so fast. Oh god.
Shut up.
My number 3 is ran by Akira Kurosawa. I am one for war movies. I love war movies. I feel like this is like a war movie painted on a canvas. This movie's so beautiful and so violent and so well thought out. I think it's one of Akira Kurosawa's best movies. I will say I don't think it's my favorite movie of his, but the reason why it lands here is because with Kagemusha considered, I think Ran is his most beautiful movie visually, because I think The reason for that is Kagemusha lives in dreams, and traditionally, obviously, that is a very beautiful movie, and traditionally, dreams are beautiful things. I think it's something else to be able to create beauty in a movie about war, especially visually. With Rand, violence becomes art. There's literally a beheading scene that like lives in my head because it's so masterfully done. You don't even like see the head itself get chopped off, but it's a beheading scene and you still feel it and you still, you know, the colors are so vibrant. And I really just think it's such a masterful work, and it's very overlooked in his artistry because there's other things like Seven Samurai or Yojimbo or Kagemusha, but or High and Low. But High and Low is very deserving of its title as Seven Samurai. But aside from that, one of my favorites again is just Ran because I think it captures everything so perfectly within itself in the film, and it turns violence into art, which really was crazy for me. So I really love that movie. That's my number 3.
That's crazy because I've never heard of this. I'm looking at the wiki right now. I've never heard of this film before. I've seen a lot of Akira Kurosawa, but I've never even heard anybody.
It's his take on Macbeth, I believe.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Mm-hmm. So it has that going.
Wasn't that Throne of Blood? That was that one.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's a different Shakespeare. It is a Shakespeare, but it's a different one. It's the one about like the brothers after the emperor dies.
Yeah, something like that.
They have to like divide the kingdom and they war with each other. It's that one. I forget, but
I actually have not seen Ran yet of Kurosawa's. I own it. It's not not Criterion. It's a different company because it was like a steel book with like a really cool case. But I have not seen it yet. So I guess I'll have to get around to that.
Yeah, it's one of his best.
It's one of his later ones, right? Because that's when he kind of went super vibrant on
all
his movies.
All his color stuff is all later.
Yeah,
that's all later.
Yeah, because Dreams was his last one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No, he had 2 films after that one.
Oh, he did? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Rhapsody in August and Madadeo.
I do remember though.
Okay.
He worked with George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola on Kagemusha because they based their movies off of his movies, so he had a respect for them.
Hey guys, I remember hearing something about Dreams that like it needed help being put out or something, and then like I remember
and
Lucas
American
and Spielberg.
Zoetrope. Yeah.
But anyways,
American Zoetrope helped with that.
All right, since we're talking about Akira Kurosawa, the only Criterion movie that I remember salivating about on this Criterion Collection shelf when I started to actually look at it was not the only one, but the one that really stuck out was Yojimbo. I think that was like the first black and white film that I watched when I was like younger. I love it because you can definitely see where a lot of the spaghetti westerns drew from their to get a lot of their inspiration. I would love to know everything behind the scenes of how this movie was made. It's just so dope. And like we were talking about choreography earlier, I love all of the action scenes in this movie. They're still very profound and in my head to this day. So yeah, that would be like a really cool one to own because I think I've seen it like twice for sure, but it's been a long ass time since I watched it. And like Shinjudo, I would like to have as well. But if I had my choice, I would probably just pick the solo Yojimbo to start with, and then I would obviously do like Seven Samurai and all of the other obvious Akira Kurosawa options. But this would be the first one for sure. And yeah, I need to watch it again though. It's been a long time.
To expand on that a little bit, I think the best thing about Akira Kurosawa is that he's a master. He's a master of like choreography of the scene. And it captures you the entire time.
Yeah, it's a movie that definitely holds your attention the whole way through because it's not a short movie from what I remember.
Not only that, but the
I'm pretty
cinematography
sure.
too. We were talking about this the other night, Brandie. That's kind of
Mhm.
we're talking about this film is where we kind of decided like we want to do this podcast. But
Yeah.
how I was saying, I saw the spaghetti western version of Yojimbo, A Fistful of Dollars with Clint Eastwood, and how that's one of my favorite movies of all time. We're talking about top 5 favorite movies. How Police Story's on that. Fistful of Dollars is on that list of top 5 favorite movies.
Damn.
And like seeing Yojimbo and seeing just the masterful work of Kurosawa at the time with just like I said, like I was talking about the weather and stuff, like all those raining shots, or my favorite shot of like when he's walking down the street and the wind is blowing and it's just all that dust in the air. So badass. Yeah, just like there was nobody who did crazy like movies like Kurosawa did back in those days. And I feel like you see inspiration of him in like cinema today. Like I don't think cinema would be where it is without Kurosawa, because he was breaking all the rules back then and redefining what cinema could be. So
can I say, to go back on Ran in the terms of like the choreography of everything, the reason why I like that movie so much is like it feels like he's commanding armies in that movie, the way that it's filmed. And you'll see that if you go and watch it. And I just want to leave it at that.
Okay. Sure. Well, if it's anything like his prior work, I'm expecting nothing but to be amazed. So,
I mean, it's beyond, because he has to take into effect color. I feel like that is so much more, because there's everything on the screen that you have to consider versus like black and white.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Jeff.
Well,
what you gonna do?
Taking the next one off the top of the list, off the top of the stack. This one is The Gunfighter with Gregory Peck.
Fuck is that?
So there's a definite theme when I go to buy Criterion. It's either films from Asia, like hyper specifically Japan, but sometimes I dabble in those other countries around there, or westerns.
Like Korea from the north.
There's no westerns in Korea as far as I know, but it's either north or south. No West Korea.
no West Korea.
What about East Korea?
So I've been kind of just picking up westerns at random, and they got the Stagecoach by John Ford, a very iconic western director, or My Darling Clementine by John Ford as well, based on the Tombstone shooting. Although I didn't like that one because the movie Tombstone is a thing, and that is one of the single-handedly most kick-ass western movies of all time. Anyway,
I'm very surprised you don't like that movie.
Huh?
I'm very surprised you don't like My Darling Clementine.
Oh, it's because Tombstone.
Yeah, I understand. I
like the movie. But I think Tombstone is a better telling of that story because it's so kick-ass and I love it.
I haven't seen either.
Go watch Tombstone.
Okay.
I haven't seen Tombstone, but I have seen.
Val Kilmer's in that too.
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer steals the movie. Anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. I bought this movie randomly because I was like, Gregory Peck from To Kill a Mockingbird. I like that actor. The Gunfighter. Ooh, does he play a gunfighter? He does. Let me give you the rundown of the premise. He is getting up there in age. Back in the day, he used to be the fastest draw in the West. He's getting a little slower. He doesn't want to do gunslinging anymore. He wants to retire. He wants to go far away where nobody knows his name because all these young people keep challenging him to duels because they want to be better than him. And he keeps killing all of these kids who are just trying to pick fights with him. And he's like, I don't want to start a fight, dude. I don't want to do this. But then they get cocky and they pull a gun on him and he's faster than him. Well, he ends up killing the wrong person. And so he has to move on. He goes to this town that he used to be in a lot. And he before he leaves forever, he goes to find, I guess it's one of his old relationships. He has a kid with her. I think he was like 6 or 7 or something like that. He wants to meet him. So the whole time he's waiting in this bar. The townsfolk are kind of going back and forth between him and this woman that he used to know, trying to set this meeting up, seeing what they could do to get away from this life. The whole time there's a ticking clock. He's like, these people who are after me, they're going to be here by this time. I stole their horses. Judging by that, it's going to take them this long to walk here. So I have this much time to figure this out. Other people start finding out that he's there, and they all want to kill him. So he's stuck in this bar. He doesn't know, but the whole time he's like, I'll just go over there myself and talk to her. And as he's about to walk out this door, there's someone there with a gun waiting for him. And then he's like, well, you know what? Maybe I won't go. Maybe. Or someone says, oh, meet me around back. And then he goes. It's literally so stressful because there's a ticking clock. Mm-hmm. And there are multiple people with guns trained on this building waiting for him to step out. Waiting for a chance to kill this guy. And it is just a buildup of suspense. You don't know what's going to happen. And it's just a guy who doesn't want to do this anymore. Who thought it was a good, because, when you're young, you want to be the best. And now he knows, this is where it's got him. Mm-hmm. It's a good film. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, I just bought it randomly to just because I'm into Westerns. I'll watch any Western. And I really enjoyed this one. So that's my pick number 2.
I'm gonna find a Matt Damon Western for you to watch.
And I ain't gonna watch it.
You liar.
No, he won't watch it.
Was he in True Grit with Jeff Bridges?
Yes,
was he?
Yes, he was.
Was he?
That's right.
I don't remember him in that.
He was the other detective that he goes with for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I have seen True Grit, so I guess I am lying. I'm going to go back to Matt Damon and True Grit real quick and say that I like the original John Wayne True Grit more than the reboot. And I couldn't figure out why until I remembered that Matt Damon was in it. And now I have a valid reason.
I forget that man is in a movie.
How do I forget that Matt Damon's in a movie?
Yeah.
Because it's
not
Matt
the first
Damon.
time this happened.
He is very forgettable.
God damn.
I'll say Matt Damon was only good in a Kevin Smith movie. That's it. I've seen a lot of Matt Damon movies that sucked ass, but I watched all of Kevin Smith's movies and I was like,
Dogma.
Right. Dogma's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, what's your number 2, Ken?
All right. My number 2 is Paris, Texas.
Oh shit!
I love this movie. It's by Wim Wenders, who is he has actually both my second and top pick, which I didn't notice till now. But Wim Wenders, he's a German filmmaker. He's a part of the same generation as Werner Herzog, which I'll talk about later. But Paris, Texas is about this man who has this child with this stage girl, and he goes out and just loses himself in the desert of Texas. The movie starts with us finding him not knowing where he's at. He's in a random doctor's office, and they find his wallet, and they end up contacting his brother, and it turns out that his brother's taking care of his child. So his brother has adopted his child as him. So he comes back from Texas to LA to visit his brother and reconnect with his child. To preface, I have a very tumultuous relationship with my father, and I feel like a lot of people do. And I feel like this movie really captures the understanding of when a man can't accept his reality, but the fallout that it has on what it is that he's doing. And in this case, it's like the family and him abandoning it. I think one of the reasons why it's so heartfelt is that he, in the whole story, is trying to make amends and reconnect with his family and with the woman that he had created his child with. It's just very like bittersweet and very quiet and very reminiscent, I feel, of a lot of American families, whether they like to admit it or not. And I think that's what makes the film so beautiful, is this honesty of not knowing who you are, not knowing where you are, but despite that, still trying to make amends for the things that you have not taken accountability for. And even if trying in the end to fix those things, you might not. And I feel like there's something very beautiful in that because it's so human. It's very human, for anything where you can mess up a lot and people can forgive you a lot. But I feel like there can be a time where you mess up too much. They may forgive you, but they may not ever love you like how they did. And I feel like that movie really captures that. So that's my second one. I really love that movie. It's really heartfelt and beautiful and sad and sweet, chock full of meaning. So I really, really like that movie.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Because I've heard of that film, but I don't think I've seen it. Also, Paris, Texas is a real place, by the way.
Yes. And it stars the late actor. I'm so sad that I'm forgetting his name, but he passed not too long ago. He does play Travis, which is the main character. Forgive me for not remembering his name, but you'll know him when you see him. He's been in a good few movies.
Oh, Harry Dean Stanton.
Yes, Harry Dean Stanton. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He did just pass, didn't he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's been damn near 10 years.
A good few years. It's been a good few years, but yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think it's after he did his last movie, which was Lucky. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
He passed after that.
You're right. It's from Kentucky. I didn't know that. All right. My last one is technically not on the Criterion Collection yet. But when it comes out, I'm buying it. Frankenstein. Easy. Mm-hmm. So fucking excited for when that comes out. I've been checking literally every day.
I could see
when this movie drops. Yeah, because god damn it, man. We already did a podcast on it. I don't need to glaze the movie for a fourth time. I gladly will.
I just want to say I haven't seen it, but I can see it being on Criterion just because it's a Guillermo del Toro movie, and because all of his most recent movies have been.
Well, they did announce it. They did say that they were going to do it. Frankenstein and K-pop Demon Hunters. They did that in the same post.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, they did that in the same post. So
this is why I'm losing faith in Criterion A24. It's just becoming
we need a date though.
Yeah, we don't have a date yet. I'm on their newsletter, so they tell me when they're putting out new stuff. So
I'm coining the term right here: cinema slop.
Did you just deep throat the mic? Wait, I regret saying that.
I'm calling it right here: cinema slop.
Oh, that was it, because I need to see the behind the scenes. I've seen pretty much everything that YouTube had to offer thanks to Aries, because they've been the mega fan nerd. We just got the vinyl. Holy shit, let me go grab the vinyl. Yeah.
From Mondo or Made by Mutant, one of those two?
I think it was Mutant, yeah.
Jeff rubbing his head.
Why'd Brandie turn their camera off? Are they naked?
Wait, Jeff, look at my camera.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thanks, Ken.
You're welcome.
Oh, Jesus, what the fuck did I miss?
Nothing. I just pictured this like a cock in front of Jeff with two hands.
Right.
Hell, you're just like nothing. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, we got it I think last month or something like that. But I need to complete this collection. I need the fucking Criterion Collection because fuck, man, music, fucking phenomenal. But yeah, that's Frankenstein. I need a fucking date. Give me a date. That's all I need. I will pre-order as soon as possible. Literally. That'll probably end up being my actual first Criterion film. So, you did it again. GDT. Hats off to you. I couldn't say it. It's too late.
Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro. Learn it, bitch.
Now, I like both of these movies. So I'm just going to say, mention this one.
High and Low, yes.
High and Low.
Yes.
Great film.
Absolutely.
But there's one film that is my favorite and was the first Criterion I bought.
Nice.
Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa. I love this movie. I love this story. I want this symbol tattooed on my arm. This movie's like 3 and some odd minutes long. 3 hours and
it's like almost 4 hours.
Yeah. You can't tell the story in a shorter amount of time. It's been done.
Oh, no.
We talked about this, Brandie and I. We talked about this.
Just say I know where this is
Magnificent Seven. And it's not good.
It's not.
Mandalorian did it in 30 minutes. It's not good. You need that amount of time to do it. The only adaptation that I like that's not Seven Samurai that tells the Seven Samurai story is A Bug's Life. I don't know, just the scope of this movie is so insane to me. If you can watch it, watch it. If you can't watch it, too bad.
Watch it.
Watch it.
You're going to watch it.
It's a great film. I love it. It's my favorite Kurosawa film that I've seen so far. I haven't seen all of his films yet, but I've seen a few. And look at that box. Look at that box. Look at that.
That's sexy.
That thick ass DVD.
Oh. That just made me
come. Wait, what all comes with that?
Me. I come with that.
Shut up.
A book.
Oh shit! Really? Oh wow.
A book with words in it.
Did you read the book though?
No.
Pretty cool though.
Read that shit, bitch. If you're a real fucking champion, you should take a little afternoon to read that while you're on your little bus route.
To be honest, I will read it now. I don't think I knew it was in there.
Hey, no. Leave it out. Leave it out. So you remember to read it.
Okay.
Cunt.
There you go. Jesus.
I'll put it right up there.
Yeah, that's right.
I got this back when I worked at Regency.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got this a long ass time ago. See, I forgot there was even a booklet in there, to be honest with you. But I'll read that for sure. Now that I read. I didn't read that.
Actually, I would like to know what you think about it. Like, when you read through it. I would like to hear about it.
This is definitely one that deserves a rewatch for sure because it has been a while since I've seen it. I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times. But, yeah. Good film. Good Criterion. Yeah. I think that's all I got to say about it. Sorry.
Okay.
I wish there was more, but...
No, that was great. All right, so my number one, right? My number one is by the same director that has my second favorite pick. It's by Wim Wenders. It's called Wings of Desire. I really, really love the concept of this movie, especially coming from a religious household and being raised like Christian and Catholic. I always had to grow up with like an image of God and angels and all this. And this movie is so beautiful. TLDR, it's about a angel. So we all have like guardian angels. That's the premise of this world in this story, right? And this angel who is sent down to Earth follows this one girl who's like in a circus, and she's very downtrodden. He ends up falling in love with her, and what ends up happening is he gives up being an angel to become a human, to meet her, to get a chance to meet her and fall in love with her and like be with her. And I won't expand beyond that, it is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever experienced. I mean, to be honest, I think that the idea of being born and giving and having godlike powers and giving it all up because of a chance that you could love this person really resonated with me, because I've felt that emotion once or twice in my life where I would give everything just to have a chance to be with this person. It's not even like in like a like celebrity or like whatever sense. It's very like a personal thing. I just I don't know. I think there's something so beautiful in that movie about giving up immortality, giving up omniscience, giving up never being able to die, never being able to feel pain, never being able to be depressed or whatever, just so you can have a chance, not even a confirmation, a chance at loving this person. You know, it's like so desperately beautiful to me. And that is my number one choice for sure. I think that there's nothing that I have seen that really compares to the feeling of that, of like wanting to be loved, even already being enough for others, and not like affecting you in any way, I guess, or something, you know. So I really, really love that movie.
Got the Criterion deep cuts over there.
Mm-hmm. Wham Wonders.
Yeah,
He
I've
actually
never heard
made a movie recently. Dale actually, I think, liked the movie. It was about this Japanese toilet cleaner. And
Oh, Perfect Days.
yes, he made that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the trailer for this. It looked good. All right. Well, that leads us to the wish list.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if I should go first.
Do you want me to go first?
You look excited. You should go first.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Or Roger Rabbit? I agree with that, actually. No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. It's not like people may laugh.
What?
No, I agree with that. No, I agree. That's a valid fucking pick.
You need to
That
make
is
it valid,
valid.
Jeff. Explain.
What do you mean?
Rotoscoping.
You
That's
mixed
what makes
live
the fucking-
action with animation, and you got these licensings from other. This was the first like Avengers of its day. You had Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny on the same screen.
Oh shit.
No one else could do that.
Wasn't it the first movie that did like the rotoscoping with live action?
Yeah,
Unless
so
I'm like incredibly mistaken.
they used to do it with like color and stuff because that's how they did the
Right.
effects in Tron, but they never
Right.
did like this level, like cartoons live
Right.
action. They like tested it, and I actually watched a video today on how essentially like Disney was thinking about canning their animation stuff and going straight to live action. But they decided to take a risk with this because someone was like, hey, this book is a really good idea. I can't get it off the ground. Disney was like, all right, let's do it. And they had made deals with Lucas and Spielberg to do Indiana Jones. That was Michael Eisner before he became CEO of Disney. So they made those deals, owed him a favor. He said, hey, can you get this movie off the ground? Steven Spielberg produced this movie, got his friend Robert Zemeckis to do it, and then they used ILM.
Wait. On a side note, didn't Zemeckis make
Back to the Future?
Empire Strikes Back? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, Back to
No,
the Future.
Zemeckis did Back to the Future. I think he did Forrest Gump.
Yes.
I don't know. I hate the movie.
Did you say you hate that movie?
I cannot stand Forrest Gump.
Oh.
That's another podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Anyways, there was a lot that this movie did technically that was amazing for its day. I personally love it. The dark, gritty noir with this like toon
Yes.
background. It's also secretly about gentrification and how the automobile companies wanted to get rid of like cable cars and making travel easier. So they bought up all the cable cars around the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of them so that people would be reliant on cars.
That is very true. Yeah, that's the history of
this movie's about that. And Toontown is an allegory for, hey, we're going to cut through these low-income neighborhoods, these like black communities, and we're going to build the freeways through them. It is
right, because that's the big thing. They wanted to build like a freeway through the town, right?
Yeah,
that's the whole plot of the movie.
This movie is like Chinatown for kids almost.
Right.
It is such a fucking good movie, and they haven't done anything like this since. They tried it with I think they did an okay job with the Rescue Rangers movie that they put out a couple years ago with Chip and Dale, and they mixed a lot of stuff, 3D animation, claymation. They didn't do the 2D animation. They did that shitty like computer animated character with the cartoon over it. I wish they would have committed to actually drawing, but whatever. Can't have everything these days. It's just a one-of-a-kind movie that I think is very special. Whether you love it or hate it, because I feel like I know a lot of people that hate this movie just because of like how goofy it is, but I really feel like I don't know. I have a love for this movie. I really truly do love this movie.
To add on to your point, though, you can watch this as an adult and still enjoy it.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times I've seen this as a kid. I saw Roger Rabbit's wife, and I got so fucking like excited. I was like, "Holy shit! Whoa, wait, what? Cartoons like that? Titties? Holy moly!"
It's even funnier that like the guy who voiced Roger Rabbit, they just said, well, you can do your lines later, and he's like, no, I'm gonna be on set, and he had a Roger Rabbit costume made for himself, so he'd just stand off camera and just yell his lines and shit.
I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so but they had like a rubber Roger Rabbit that they would have, and it actually made like Bob Hoskins go crazy because like after the movie he was like seeing tunes and he had to go to like therapy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
But yeah, I just love that because I've seen the behind the scenes where the dude's just sitting behind the camera and has the Roger Rabbit costume and he's just doing the voice, and they're like, "You don't need to be here." He's like, "I'm gonna be here."
I'm going crazy, Doc. Yeah. I've seen all these tunes. I need $1 million in compensation for the studio for mental damages.
But
I saw this movie exactly once as a kid, and I fucking hated it. I've never seen it.
Really?
What?
I loved this movie as a kid. I thought it was so cool.
I think
it's so. I think the way that I loved Roger Rabbit is the same way that like I love Robot Chicken growing up, where I was like so enamored with like, how did they do this? You know, that was my point.
No. I honestly think you either love this movie or you hate it, and I'm not gonna get mad at you for hating it because I could totally see why, but I love it.
I was a kid. I'll try it again.
My honorable mention for that would be Battle Royale.
Fuck yeah!
That's
they
about
don't
it.
Have Battle Royale? They don't have. Oh wow!
I got this set. It was banned in America for a long time, and then it wasn't for like a really short amount of time, so they put out this 4-disc collector's edition, and I just immediately I bought it.
It's
and
banned in our country?
I think it really should. Still banned.
It really shouldn't be. All of our video games are literally based off of that movie, so...
Yeah, it was banned for a while, then they unbanned it for a short amount of time, and then they banned it again, but I don't know what it is now. If it's banned still, or if it's not banned, I don't know. I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime, actually. So I don't think it's banned anymore.
Just to prove my point, the name's Battle Royale, that movie. What is it when you win a Fortnite game, a Victory Royale? Huh. Anyways.
Well, it's funny because Battle Royale, that that movie or the book, the reason it was named Battle Royale is because the author is a really big wrestling fan, and so like all the wrestlers fighting each other is called a Battle Royale. So that's where it came from.
I read that book. That book was very interesting.
That book is fucking violent. I'm surprised. Like it is. It's really, but yeah, the book is really good. The movie's really good. I'm surprised it's not Criterion Collection.
The second one is...
Yeah, no, I'm surprised too.
We don't talk about it.
This one includes that, I think. It includes the second one.
Really? If it comes with the first one, I would watch it again. But I remember watching it and being like, why does...
Yeah, so disc 1 is the Battle Royale. Disc 2 is the... disc 1 is the director's cut. Disc 2 is the theatrical cut. Disc 3 is Battle Royale 2. And then disc 4 is all the bonus disc... Or is the bonus materials with the making of... press conference, instructional video, the birthday version, a bunch of other stuff, film festival junk, and behind the scenes, filming on set, trailers, all that extra junk.
Damn, that's pretty good. Damn. All right, those are two really good picks. All right, Ken, is it you or me? Who's going next?
You can go ahead. I'll go last.
Okay. I've got 3, so let me just go ahead and get out of the way. We already know.
That's fine because I have more than you. So
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna make mine quick. We already know what the first one is, right?
Speed Racer.
Right, Malcolm X.
It is Speed Racer. Malcolm X is already on.
Right, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Speed Racer needs to be in the Criterion Collection. I will stand on business. I've been a fucking shooter for this movie since day fucking 1. I walked out the theater when I was like 11 years old.
It's a good movie.
It needs no explanation. It is. Thank you, Jeff. Somebody gets it. Fuck you, Ken. Number 2, Godzilla Minus.
My dad knew a guy who acted in that movie. Fuck you.
Godzilla Minus 1?
No, the
Godzilla Minus 1?
Hawaiian
guy.
Speed
Racer.
Speed Racer.
The Hawaiian... Wait, the announcer?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
So fucking
I have
random.
more of a connection than you, and I hate that shit.
Even worse, because you probably haven't seen the movie.
Oh, yeah, I have. Well, of course I have. You don't think my fucking dad took me to that shit? He's like, I know that guy. My dad's white.
I believe you.
I love that added little comment there. My dad's white. Like that's supposed to make everything make sense? Like, what?
Yeah, because of course he would take credit for shit that he's...
My next movie. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's true. We do that.
Shut up. My next film is Godzilla
My joke
Minus 1.
has layers.
I was
It's like lasagna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Because I was looking through the Godzilla films and I was wondering if that made it through. And it hasn't been announced. I don't know how... There's already a sequel coming out. There was Godzilla minus 1 black and white. I can't remember what the fuck it was actually called.
Yeah.
All that shit needs to be on discs, and all that shit needs to be in like a physical collection because like those... God damn it, that movie is so good.
But not in the collection that Jeff has. They need a new functionality to hold it.
Yeah.
This is true. Can I pause you for a second here? I have a feeling that they're going to eventually release all the eras of Godzilla because they started with this puppy here, Godzilla.
Yeah, that's
right?
the... Which one is that? It's 2008?
No, this is the original 1954.
Oh, is it? I couldn't tell
version.
by the art.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then a couple years later, they put out this puppy with all of the movies in the Showa era. So they just last year or earlier this year put out Godzilla versus Biollante, the big plant monster, which is the next era of Godzilla films. I'm thinking in either the next year or so, we're going to get the second era of Godzilla films on Criterion all at once, like this. And then the third era, after the third era, which is the 2000 millennia, which I already own on DVD, it gets kind of wishy-washy because you got the legendary or whatever, but like that. I really think that Criterion likes Godzilla movies, so I'm pretty sure that they'll put out minus 1 eventually, yeah. Like maybe they're just waiting for this era of Godzilla to end to put it all out in one big thing. Who knows?
Okay. Well, I would hope so because that needs a physical copy. But my actual, because those two are honorable mentions, even Speed Racer. The one that I would actually like to see in the Criterion Collection is Nope by Jordan Peele. I cannot believe there is not a Jordan Peele film in the Criterion Collection. I would be okay with Get Out. I would definitely feel odd about it being Us. And I definitely don't want it to be anything that he's produced. It should be something that he wrote, directed, and produced. And I feel like Nope is his magnum opus of the three that have come out. That I would love to see that one added to the collection. It was just such a good movie, and there's so much to it that I think there'd be great little bonuses.
I'll say I have not seen Us. I have seen, obviously, actually, Get Out was the movie that I met Jordan Peele on. I think that Nope is like one of the best horror movies that have come out in like the past decade. The fact that it kept me on my toes the entire time, and yes, it was an alien movie, but it was like a monster movie the entire time, which is what I really loved about it. And beyond that, the transformation of alien and monster and making something that is known but also unknown to us, like making a cloud an alien monster operate in not in the same way that we think a UFO would operate, but still sort of operates in the same. It's like confusing, but like when you are seeing it happen, you're like, it's shocking. It's so effective. I do think it's his best movie out of the ones that he has made. It's an amazing movie. I love it so much.
I think I saw that in theaters twice.
I didn't see that movie until it came out on DVD, and I'm really sad because I just bought it on a whim, and I was like, all right, well, I'll watch it. I think it was after you and Anakin did your review on this channel.
Yeah.
And what's interesting to me is I remember you guys talking about it. I think everybody I've talked to about the movie has had a different view on what the film is about. And for me, because I almost brought it in as my pick for a Criterion movie as well, because the movies that I get for Criterion are, like I said, Asian films and Westerns. And this movie is Jaws as a Western.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
To me, it's not, it's like, it's got horror themes of it. It's got sci-fi themes, but this is a fucking Western movie. That's how I see it. And I'm like, this is such a good, like, modern day Western. It's insane. And it's like, even the tones, it's all about like the animal side of it too, like how animals operate and stuff. I just think it's a really good film.
I will say I agree with you in terms of it being like a Jaws-like film. I think that's why I'm really attracted to it, because it's like introducing this like realism, but like ambiguity. That's what I really like about Jaws, and that's honestly the only Spielberg movie that I like. That's actually the only Spielberg movie that I own is Jaws. And I know you're a big fan of Spielberg. And it's, I just don't vibe with his movies, that's all. I'm not like insulting him. I think he's a great director, don't get me wrong. I just don't resonate with his movies most of the time. But Jaws was something that really was always like with me whenever I saw it, and I agree with Nope being like that new Jaws movie. I can't agree so much on like the Western sense. Like I do know it's like filmed on a film lot and stuff like that, and there's all that, but the Jaws sense, absolutely, you fucking nailed it. Yeah, it's just this like ambiguity, and there's this thing that's like out there, you can't control when it attacks you. So
I would come to argue for Jeff that it is a bit of a Western because it follows a lot of the tropes. The wise old master ends up dying. The younger apprentice has to fill those shoes really quickly and like pick up the ropes, and then also like master and then avenge who was also killed by Big Bad, who happened to be Jean Jacket. So I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Is Stephen Yeun the wise master, or What does he play?
No, his father.
No,
his father, who dies like in the first 10, 15 minutes, I think.
But I would
Doesn't
say
Keith Sweat play
even
that?
the
I've only
settings too.
I have only seen it once. I do have to rewatch it to
Yeah.
refresh my mind. But like I said, from what I'm remembering, I do really love that. I think it's an excellent film. I'm sure there's more I could pick up on.
It needs to be in the collection. Do it, Criterion.
Yeah,
I've stayed up till 3 a.m.
Yeah, we did this
Get your shit
podcast
together.
for you, fuckers. All
Please
right, Ken,
watch it.
what are
Honestly,
your
it would
picks?
be kind of cool.
Did he crash?
Oh no! Before we got his picks.
Yeah, he really just went out.
All right, well, I'm going to take
shit.
this moment while we're waiting for Ken to tell you guys to like and subscribe, comment down below.
Oh shit, we're still rolling?
Hit that bell notification.
Oh wait,
Share
I
this
think he's
video.
connecting again.
Also, for those of you visual listeners, visual watchers, we're on YouTube. For those of you
What?
ear hearers, we're on all podcast platforms, I think, through Rough Edge FM, our new home.
Wait, we're on what? Rough Edge FM?
Yeah, remember I told you how the guy was podcasting
Yeah, I just
with
didn't
you?
know that's what it was. Didn't know it was called that.
Yeah, Rough Edge FM.
Rough Edge FM. That's a good name.
So you can find us there, and you can send all your complaints to Rough Edge Studios at gmail.com.
Yeah, take it up with management.
Yeah, take it up with Scott.
All right, Max. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's okay.
Crazy.
It was time for an ad break. How many honorable mentions did you have?
Yeah, you said you had more than 3.
Oh, no. Well, okay. So I have 2 actual honorable mentions, and then the rest is a fanboy moment.
Okay. Go for it.
Both Kubrick and Herzog, because I didn't realize Kubrick didn't have as many. So obviously...
Hold on. Herzog. Sorry. Werner Herzog, not Ingmar Bergman. Sorry, my bad.
My bad. You fucked up.
My bad.
Actually, Ingmar Bergman has a whole collection on Criterion. He has his whole movies on there. I recommend that too. Autumn Sonata, one of my favorite movies of all time, top 15. Beautiful movie. It's about a failing marriage. Anyways, I think that Kubrick deserves more movies on the Criterion Collection. I know he has Paths of Glory. He has Barry Lyndon, which I feel like Barry Lyndon actually deserves to be on there, because if you go into the background of that film, fucking crazy, along with a lot of his later films, even with his earlier films, he was just a nut, which was which was good and bad. He made amazing movies. For the art, it was great. For the people around him, bad. But I really think that, if anything, 2001, Full Metal Jacket and The Shining should be put on the Criterion Collection.
2001 isn't on the list?
No.
It's
not
that's
there.
surprising.
It's not there. Yeah, astonishing, right? I think that definitely should be on there, considering if you go into the background of 2001, it's astonishing. All of the effort that went into it, and not even the effort, but pushing the bounds of filmmaking and the science in filmmaking. And he always did that, which is so fucking crazy. And so cool about Stanley Kubrick is that he always actually literally pushed the bounds of things. I think those 3, if you just go into those 3, I think it is as worthy as Barry Lyndon being on the collection, especially 2001, considering it depicted accurate movements of things in space before we had gone to the moon. The reason for that is because Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick, who both wrote the script and in tandem wrote the movie, and Arthur C. Clarke wrote the novel, they wanted it to be scientifically accurate, so they hired NASA scientists to calculate the propulsion of everything so they could get it correctly on film. And if you watch it today, it is accurate, at least to what we know, is how movement in space is. So I think Stanley Kubrick deserves those. Werner Herzog, he has none. He has none. I think he deserves his entire artistry of films on the Criterion Collection. I mean, you have Fitzcarraldo, which is a film about a man who wants to build an opera in the Amazon, but he cannot do it, and he needs to. Uh, yes, Jeff?
I've heard of that one. They dragged the
Yes.
boat.
Over an entire island for real because in the movie they did that. Not only was it in the plot that they did that, but Werner Herzog, the director himself, hired indigenous peoples on the Amazon where he was filming and created a pulley system to, not even joking, literally pull a ship up a mountain and over for this film. And the crazy thing about this is that he went to Universal first and they approved everything, but they wanted to do the ship thing on a miniature. But he said, no, I want to do it for real. And they were like, no, we're not going to fucking do that. So then he's like, all right, fuck you. I'm going to go do it. And then he went and did it. I mean, that's a story alone. And I just think that Werner Herzog, he's my favorite director. He's just otherworldly. Like the lengths that he went to make what he wanted to make is not only astonishing, but like I adore to be that crazy. It's like how much belief do you have in yourself that you're gonna like deny a studio that can give you all the money and you're just like, you know what? I want to do what I want to do, even though it's probably like literally almost impossible, but he did the impossible. I mean, I've never heard of anyone else dragging a ship over a fucking island. Like not even in like mythological shit. It's like he's like a modern myth. That's what I view him as. And beyond the myth, he's lived up to it, which is crazier. So I really think everything that he's made is so worth it. And he's made documentaries too recently. But sorry, that was really long-winded. I really love Werner Herzog, and he needs more movies on there. But the two movies that I actually would really love to see on the Criterion Collection are Apocalypse Now by Francis Ford Coppola. It's not on there. Totally surprised that it's not on there. I think it's one of the best war movies of all time, one of the best modern war movies of all time. I think it's the best Vietnam movie of all time as well, even though people like to go to Deer Hunter. I think that Apocalypse Now not only captures the physical tolls of war, but the psychological tools of war, and also playing with your mind during war, which in Vietnam was very at play, as a lot of soldiers got their hands on marijuana and LSD, and being in a place where you're feeling trapped, where you are trapped with too much money and too much power leads to the human psyche to break into a lot of different ways. And I feel like that movie really explores that. I really just love it for that reason, and also translating a story that had come before it so easily, because both the Aguirre, the Wrath of God, and Apocalypse Now are based off of this book called Heart of Darkness, which is about this man who I believe owns a mine in the Congo, and he goes up the river of the Congo to get to it, and on the way he loses his mind. And this is very reminiscent in both tales, as Aguirre, the Wrath of God, is about Aguirre, a Spanish conquistador, finding the city of gold and not finding it ultimately, but finding death and insanity. And an Apocalypse Now, where they're trying to find Colonel Kurtz, who's this rogue American general who's been acting outside of US's interests. And it goes into like well, what is good, what is bad, because if you're bombing these children and cutting off their arms, he's going here and doing this, which is not necessarily the same, but he's making like a child militia, which isn't good. And he's like beheading people, which is bad, of course. But like, it really puts into question if it's a whole government versus one person, and they're both doing the same thing, then who's really crazy in the whole scheme of things? Which I really love about that movie. It's like who's really crazy here. So that's why I love Apocalypse Now. And then the other one, much more shorter, The Wall by Pink Floyd. One of my favorite movies ever. I really think it should be on Criterion. I think that it's very ambiguous. It's a movie that transforms and always stays within the theme of what it's about, which is disconnection from everything and building up a defense, and your defense breaking down because your defense wasn't a defense at all, but an attack against yourself because other people had initiated against you, but you didn't realize it. There's a lot of things that go into it. It's like that movie has a lot of imagery and a lot of things to dissect, but once you start dissecting things, it's just very tragic and very beautiful, especially coming from a standpoint of having like chronic depression. I will say The Wall is the only movie where every time I watch it, it will make me cry. I think that not only the whole premise of the movie, but there's this one certain section of the movie where the main character, the rock star, he's in his room, but he's not alone, yet he's still isolated. And I've never experienced anything that visually and sonically captured that feeling so perfectly until I saw The Wall. And initially I hated it. I hated The Wall. I hated the movie. And then I kept watching it. And I realized I hated it because I related so much to it. And then eventually it's become one of my favorite movies of all time because it captures so deeply what I personally feel. And I think that beyond that, though, it's just a masterfully done movie. I mean, there's scenes of animation and live action, and it's a masterful film. And even what's even funnier is like the main character who plays Pink. He hates Pink Floyd. The real life person who played this character, he hates Pink Floyd. Yet he did this movie for Pink Floyd, and I'll say I can't imagine anyone else doing it. But yeah, that would probably be my number one pick for the Criterion. Is The Wall. I really honestly believe it should be on the collection. It's a masterful work in film, masterful work in music, and it just marries both of them together and makes me feel something that I just cannot feel with anything else. So I really love that movie. So,
well, there you have it.
Jeff, you're supposed to.
Supposed to what?
Supposed to wrap us up.
Jeff, aren't you supposed to like come right now or something?
That's everything, right?
You should just cut it like right after that. After you look down.
But yeah, that would everything.
Be yeah. That is everything.
Okay. Well, everybody, you heard it here. We talked about it. We're in the closet. We came out of the closet. We went back in. We showed you what we had in there.
And then we also came out again.
Yeah. We showed you what we got in our closet. And now we're exposed.
A lot of skeletons. A lot of skeletons in there.
You know us now. Too well, some would say. You've seen us.
I see you.
I see you.
We present ourselves to you completely naked now.
I never freeze.
Okay, let's
out of the closet.
I never freeze.
God, I don't think we've shot anything this late.
Yeah. All right, so
I told y'all.
geez.
I told y'all it was gonna be a long episode with me. I told y'all. This is Jeff's fault. He asked me to be on this episode. I was considering not doing it, but then I was like, if they really want to spend time with me, I'll do it then.
We did, but now I got to edit it down to an hour and a half.
I was about to say, you have your work cut out for you.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm sorry, I have too much personality. I'm sorry.
Well, everybody, you made it. Like and subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell notification so you get notification. You get notifications when we post.
You get
You get notificated.
You get
We're
notificated.
We're gonna notificate all over your inbox.
I'm gonna notificate all over your face, neck, and chest, baby.
Yeah. Share this video. Share this video with your grandma, probably. She likes old movies, right?
I'm going to notify over your grandma's face.
Yeah, Ken's going to notificate on your grandma.
I love milk.
If you're watching this,
I love.
if you're watching this, know that you can listen to us. Yeah, you don't remember that Peter Pan episode?
Wait,
get a load of this, Tink.
Yeah, okay, I was laughing.
So, for those of you watching, you can listen. You can listen to us
subscribe
on wherever you find. We don't have a Patreon.
Create a Patreon. Subscribe.
No, I'm doing a legit ad here. You can listen to us where you can find all your podcasts, and then for those of you listening, you can watch us where you find your videos on YouTube. Stay tuned because we're gonna be talking about more things soon. I think it's time for sleep.
There might be another podcast.
It's time for sleep. Good night. Adios.
Goodbye.
Good night, sweet prince. Good night, sweet prince.
Oh my god.
Sayonara.